Hours later, my raft washed up at Camp Half-Blood. How I got there, I have no idea. At some point, the lake water just changed to salt water. The familiar shoreline of Long Island appeared up ahead, and a couple of friendly great white sharks surfaced and steered me toward the beach. When I landed, the camp seemed deserted. It was late afternoon, but the archery range was empty. The climbing walls poured lava and rumbled all by itself. Pavilion? Nothing. Cabins? All vacant. Then I noticed smoke rising from the amphitheater. Too early for a campfire, and I didn't figure they were roasting marshmallows. I ran toward it. Before I even got there, I heard Chiron making an announcement. When I realized what he was saying, I stopped in my tracks. "Assume he is dead," Chiron said. "After so long a silence, it is unlikely our prayers will be answered. I have asked his best surviving friend to do the final honors." I came up on the back of the amphitheater. Nobody noticed me. They were all looking forward, watching as Annabeth took a long green silk burial cloth, embroidered with a trident, and set it on the flames. They were burning my shroud. Annabeth turned to face the audience. She looked terrible. Her eyes were puffy from crying, but she managed to say, "He was probably the bravest friend I've ever had. Then she saw me. Her face went blood red. "He's right there!" Heads turned. People gasped. "Percy!" Beckendorf grinned. A bunch of other kids crowded around me and slapped me on the back. I heard a few curses from the Ares cabin, but Clarice just rolled her eyes, like she couldn't believe I'd had the nerve to survive. Chiron cantered over, and everyone made way for him. "Well," he sighed with obvious relief, "I don't believe I've ever been happier to see a camper return. But you must tell me—" "Where have you been?" Annabeth interrupted, shoving aside the other campers. I thought she was going to punch me, but instead she hugged me so fiercely she almost cracked my ribs. The other campers fell silent. Annabeth seemed to realize she was making a scene and pushed me away. We thought you were dead, seaweed brain." "I'm sorry," I said. "I got lost." "Lost!" she yelled. 2 weeks, Percy. Where in the world— "Annabeth," Chiron interrupted. "Perhaps we should discuss this somewhere more private, shall we? The rest of you, back to your normal activities." Without waiting for us to protest, he picked up Annabeth and me as easily as if we were kittens, slung us both onto his back, and galloped off toward the big house. That was fun. Okay.